Hi guys, it's Liz here, and I am bringing you a pick a card reading for what you can expect for the year 2021. So this is group number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I've also included crystals to help you pick a group. So for group 1, we have a clear quartz crystal. For group 2, we have citrine. For group 3, we have amethyst. For group 4, we have rose quartz. And group 5, we have opal aura. So take a moment to pick a group. Feel free to pause the video to meditate on the groups. When you've picked a group, check out the timestamp below and click on your group to skip ahead to your reading. Okay, hi group number 1. So this is your pick a card reading for what you can expect for the year 2021. Okay, so we're starting off with study, if you can see that. It's probably reversed for you, but study. Okay, so I'm just going to read the bottom here. Reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. Okay, so based on that, just to start off with, this I will say is speaking specifically towards career or your job. Okay, so I'm going to feel into this real quick. So for those of you who chose group number 1, this is going to heavily focus in on what you can expect for career-wise, okay, for 2021, okay? So in this, I'm seeing, first of all, so we have an older looking angel there, but you can see that he also has an owl here, okay? And there's a key around his neck. Okay, so for me, that really signifies, so for me personally, owl means like wisdom. That's what that says to me. Okay, and then we have this angel here who is also, he's reading, okay, and there's a key around his neck. So I'm going to say that research, really being educated and knowing what you're talking about is going to be key for you in your career. Okay, so that's either, if you're starting a business, you really need to know the ins and outs of that business. Okay, you have to have a very clear vision for that business. Okay, you have to know exactly what you're going to need to do to get that business flourishing. Okay, if this has to do with just a job that you're doing, maybe this has nothing to do with starting your own business, but just within your career, it's important that you are educated in what goes into that job. Okay, so really study and research your career. Okay, really know the ins and outs. Know the ins and outs of what's going to go into either this business or the career that you're either entering or trying to get further along in. Okay, and that's really going to be a benefit to you. Okay, so let's get further into this, okay? Ooh, okay, so you have adjacent possibilities, okay? So you have options. You have options here. All right, so going into, or around the beginning anyways, of 2021, you may be feeling, maybe wondering, do I stay where I'm at? Do I start my own business? Or you're being offered an opportunity, okay, to either go one way or go another. Do I keep going along the path I'm on, or do I veer off and go a totally different way? Okay, so do I stay in the job I'm at right now, or do I go a different way? Do I either start my own business or start a whole new career? Okay, so this tells me that you have, going into 2021 or at the beginning of 2021, you're going to be very much focused on career, and you have options. You're going to have options. Okay, so 2020, that may not have been possible for you. That options were scarce in 2020. Okay, so now things are starting to maybe, just even with just you personally, okay, group number one, you may find that things are picking up for you. Okay, within, again, in regards to your career. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we can get a little more clarity, see what else is maybe in store. Okay, so we have impeccability, but we had it in reverse, okay? In reverse. Okay, so I'll read the bottom here. I am impeccable in my thought, word, and deed. Okay, so to me this is about being really detail oriented. But because it's in reverse, I'm seeing that you're sort of lacking in that area. And because we had that study, we had it upright, but as study said, okay, we really need to know the ins and outs. Okay, that means we need to be a little detail oriented. We need to really be very clear on what we want. Okay, this is also goes back to adjacent possibilities. Okay, what do you want? Do you want to continue on the path you're on? Do you want to shift over to a different path? Okay. And this shows me that you're unclear. You're just not, that in the beginning maybe of 2021, there's some uncertainty there. There's a lack of clarity there. Okay. And also read the fine print. Okay. So if you're in anything that has to do with like contracts, okay, so because it has to do with career and your job and all of that, make sure you're reading the fine print, okay? Make sure you really know and understand what you're signing up for, okay? When it comes to your job or your career, your business, what have you. Let's see what else. Okay, so you also have reward yourself, okay? Reward yourself. And I'm going to read the bottom here. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistent high level. With this, I'm really getting a sense of a need for balance, okay? So there may be a strong focus at the beginning of 2021 on career, okay, and getting really clear on the details, okay, of your job, your career, your business, what have you, okay? So there's a big focus on putting your energy towards getting further in your career or starting a business, okay? This is also saying that in about, I would say, around the middle to end of 2021, that there's going to be, for one, a need to reward yourself for a job well done, okay, but also a need for balance. So you will find that there will be a need for balance between your work and your home life and your social life, okay? There needs to be balance. It can't be just work all the time. You'll burn yourself out, okay? So there's going to be a call for maybe a vacation of some sorts, okay? And a call to, again, balance the work with some rest, okay? Balance work with rest and rejuvenation, okay? And making sure that you are taking care of yourself as well. So it's not even just about balancing and making sure that you're having time for your social life and for your family, okay? Of course, that's important and you need to have that as well. but I'm also feeling that there's a call for self-care. There at the beginning, for the first like 6 months or so of 2021, you might just be go action and focusing on career, okay? And that's just your main focus is career and working on that. But there also needs to be a time where you need to take care of you, okay? You need to focus and you need to go inward, okay? And take care of yourself, because you will burn out. There'll be a call. Your body will tell you that you need to rest, okay? There needs to be a balance. And it's important if you want to be able to keep going in your career, okay? Like if you want to be at that higher level, okay? You need to be able to rest and rejuvenate your body, okay? If you burn out, you won't be any good to anybody for anything, okay? So not even just be in your career, but also in your ability to take care of your family, your ability to, go out and socialize and have that balance with your friends, okay? If you are burnt out and sick, okay, that's it. You're no good to anybody, okay? So, and if you're very much like, I want to be of service, you can't be of service, at least not at its highest vibration, if you aren't taking care of you, okay? So this is a big message for you right now for 2021, is to make sure that you are still taking action, okay? You're still working towards your goal, achieving your goal, and getting clear, okay, on what that goal is and what the details are that are going to set you up for success in achieving that goal, specifically in career, okay? But there needs to be a balance, and you need to be able to take care of yourself as well, okay? So we need that career health balance. Because we have this angel here, it looks to me like she's at the beach, okay? So I see a vacation, and to sort of reset, okay? Reset your energy, reset your mind, okay? Reset for the body, okay? So that you're able to finish out the year strong, okay? Let's see what else. Okay, and last we have be grateful, okay? We're doing the work, right? We're getting that career going, okay? But if we also take care of ourselves, okay, take care of our body, take care of our mind, okay, take care of our energy, by the end of the year, you'll be reaping all of these rewards, okay? Reaping all of these rewards. So you have all of these wonderful things to be grateful for, okay? See that? Just a lot of love and a lot of gratitude and a lot of joy by the end of 2021. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that as long as you have a clear goal, the clear vision, and a strategy, okay, for attaining said goal, you will have success, okay? I predict with my spirit guides and the angels, okay, and divine wisdom, that you will have success, and that by the end of the year, you will have so much to be grateful for, okay? Of an abundance of things to be grateful for, okay? All right, group number 1. So that is your 2021 prediction. All right, so I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your 2021 prediction. So the first card we have here is energy work. Okay? So I'm going to read the bottom here real quick. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Okay, so we have energy healing. So at the very beginning of 2021, there's a call to do some energy clearing for yourself, okay? So I feel like this is also a call to do energy healing work, okay, on yourself, but also on others, okay? So you may already be, because like me, I'm a Reiki master and advanced angel therapist, okay? Those are my energy healing techniques. This could also be, now this could be you as well, okay? This could be also speaking to those who do yoga or massage therapy, anything along those lines, anything that incorporates energy work, okay? I feel like this is either something this is something you're being asked to learn how to do, or to begin, or to practice on others and yourself, okay? This is a practice you're being called to step into, okay? So either this is something you need to go and do a course on, get certified, learn about, or if this is something you're already certified in, then you're being asked to practice this, okay? Put it into action, okay? Next we have teaching. Okay, so you inspire young people to learn. Okay, but because it came with the energy healing, so to me, this is again, this is a call to either learn, okay, seek out a teacher, or seek out a course, okay, seek out a teacher, a course, to learn how to do the form of energy healing that speaks to you, okay? Or if you're already certified and a practitioner, I see you teaching, okay? I see you teaching. So you will be teaching this energy modality, this energy healing modality. Whether you're able to do that in person, over Zoom, or a digital course, okay? This is what I'm seeing for you. Okay, next we have contract. Okay, so make sure that if you are practicing or teaching, that you have maybe insurance or some kind of contract in place so that you can make sure you have a contract or of some sort in place. Okay, maybe it's insurance, some kind of contract. I'm actually just hearing too that along with the energy healing and teaching, I'm also hearing coaching. Okay, so so you're also being asked to, if this is also for you, to set up a coaching contract with your clients. Okay, make sure you have that in place. Okay, and next we have action. Okay, so we have action. Okay, so I'm really seeing with this action card and with these others here, not only a call to take action, that just seems obvious, right? So I see your practice really picking up, okay? So I would say, again, right around, I would say probably the middle of 2021, around the middle, and seeing probably like maybe July-ish, okay? That your practice is really going to pick up. So whether that's your personal practice or your coaching practice, your energy healing practice, that you're doing your service for others, okay? If you have a service for others, I see that really picking up in about July, okay? So you might see that at the beginning, through that first few months, the first beginning of 2021, you're really just getting started, okay? You're taking action, okay? You're still taking action, but you're taking the type of action that's required to, get that ball rolling. You're just getting that ball rolling. And by, I would say probably July, I really see things starting to pick up, okay? Again, that could be even just personally. You might find that your personal practice, that you're really starting to personally and spiritually grow. Okay? Okay. Let's see what else. Ooh. Okay. So we have love. Okay. I am wonderful. I receive and give love today and always. Okay. So this could be, again, with that personal and spiritual growth. Okay. This could also be about self-love. Okay. That heart chakra. Okay. Self-love and being able to give and receive love. Okay. Now, for some of you, this may also be letting you know that, again, around that, I would say maybe August-ish, right? Summer, beginning of fall, maybe. You find that you're finding a relationship. Okay. So this relationship could be romantic. Okay. But it could also be a friendship, a business partnership, okay? Okay, this could be in regards to family, okay? Like a stronger bond within your family unit, okay? But because this is so focused in on energy and energy work, okay? I really feel like we're tapping into that heart chakra. Okay, it's really more about that heart chakra. And, having cleared out a lot of that sort of negative, low vibe karma, okay? And I see that the heart chakra just expanding, okay? And so we're able to, so the heart chakra is the bridge between the lower planes, the earthly plane, and the higher and spiritual planes. Okay, it's the bridge, but it's also that giving and receiving energy. It's about compassion and respect, love, and that self-love. Okay, and so I really see you tapping into that energy. Okay, and having just a very full heart. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so you also have change in direction. Okay, and I'll read the bottom here. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love, ding dang, okay, and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future. So now your path to happy... So follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. I mean, come on. Okay. So we're really coming into that sort of spiritual awakening almost, or just that higher vibe. We're really coming into that, that sense of joy and bliss. Okay. And we're really tuned in to spiritual guidance, and we're following that guidance. Okay, we're listening to our intuition, and we're listening, and we're picking up and listening to our spirit guides and our angels. Okay, they are divinely directing us. Okay, and we're listening to that. Okay, from a place of an open heart. Okay, we have that open heart, and we're open. And we're open to receiving messages from our spirit guides and our angels, okay? Now I'm also seeing for some of you, because we did have we had that love card, okay? We had that love card. So the love card can also mean, okay, so I had said before that we're sort of meeting someone, but this could also be about strengthening a relationship, okay? And so this could be strengthening, so this could also mean like a wedding, okay, getting married, or something along those lines. So strengthening the commitment, okay, to your partner, if you already have a partner, okay, or what have you. So with that said, that this could also be that this can mean that you're growing your family, that you could be growing your family and either expecting a child, maybe you conceive a child, say probably around, I'd say probably the closer to the end of 2021. So you may be conceiving a child around the end of 2021, or the child will be born around the end of 2021, okay? But I do see there's a relationship that's either starting or that you are committed to and growing, okay? And that a child just may be in your future, okay? Okay, and lastly, we have walk it off. Walk it off, okay? Okay, so I'm feeling like this is because we're so just like we're up here and we're in bliss and we're in joy, okay, but we also, okay, and so that's up in that, the third eye and the crown chakra, okay, because we're tapped into that spiritual guidance, right? And we're tapped into that intuition. With walk it off, I'm also seeing that this needs to be balanced with that root chakra grounding energy, okay? Okay, because we can't just, the thing is with the third eye and especially the crown chakra is we're in that space of spirit, okay? Hey, sorry about that, my camera turned off. Okay, so as I was saying, we need to be grounded, okay? So, because if we're up here too much, if we're so focused on being in the 5D, okay? If we're so focused on being in the 5D and in spirit, okay, we forget that we also have to live on earth, okay? So, and this is where this comes in, okay? So we need to still be grounded and still realize that we need to, as long as we're in a physical body, we need to live on earth, okay? And that means we still need to be concerned with earthly matters, okay? So we still need to, pay our bills, okay? We still need to pay our bills, okay? And so we can't just be giving. I'm also hearing that we can't just be giving our services away, okay? Because even as spiritual people, okay, we still provide a service. We still deserve to be paid for our services, okay? So if you're providing an energy work type of service like Reiki or angel therapy or massage therapy, anything like that, if you're teaching about this service, okay, any of that, you deserve to be paid for that service, okay? Money is such a huge, huge obstacle when we are all up here, okay? If we're all up in this, throat, third eye, especially crown chakra, okay? For people who are all up in this area, we tend to discredit money, okay? And we have all these obstacles and limiting beliefs around money, okay? And so part of your message and part of the lesson I feel like maybe you need to learn this year is that regardless of it being a spiritual service, you still need to get paid, okay? You still need to live on this planet, okay? You still need to pay your bills, okay? And that is root chakra energy. Root chakra energy is money, it's security, and it's safety, okay? And it's grounding energy. So if you find that you're all up here and you find that you have limiting beliefs around money that are keeping you stuck, okay? Or you don't believe that a spiritual service should be, paid for, okay? Those are limiting beliefs. And so you're being asked to come into that root chakra. Okay, let's do some healing and some balancing and some grounding and know that as long as you are in a physical body, on a physical plane, you still need to pay your bills and you deserve to be paid for your service. Okay, so that's what I feel like your message is for this particular reading. Okay, and I feel like you're going to come that this is sort of the work that you can expect for 2021. Is this coming into that spiritual realm? Okay, we're still doing the energy work in that spiritual realm, but we also need to overcome those obstacles and limiting beliefs around money, okay, and to get grounded in the earthly plane. Okay, so that is your prediction and your guidance for 2021. I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Okay, so this is your prediction for 2021. Okay, so we have travel. That's interesting. Your life purpose involves traveling. Okay, so this is interesting, okay, especially at the beginning of 2021, coming off of COVID, okay, because COVID is still a thing right now. Yes, we are getting vaccinated, but it's still a thing right now. So this is interesting. But because he's working, but he's also working on a laptop. So I'm feeling like even if your job is around travel, okay, so maybe you're able to travel, okay, your job requires you to travel, okay, but I am also getting that you're able to, this is also about internet, okay, so, being able to work from home, or just being able to work from your laptop, maybe on Zoom or something along those lines. So, but I'm also, because I don't see, with COVID being a thing right now, I don't see us just being able to travel. Okay? So now if your job does require you to travel, or you either have a job or you're going to get a job that involves it being necessary for you to travel for that job. So next we have justice. So I'm going to see, your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Okay. And so this, because it's with this travel card, okay, so this perhaps has to do with, I'm not sure what kind of, if you're perhaps, I don't know, maybe if you're a lawyer, this has to, you're required to travel, okay, as a lawyer, perhaps you're required to travel for that, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so this can also be about, even if you're not in the legal field necessarily, okay, this could be more of a social justice. Okay, I feel like this could be social justice. Okay, and so this, if you're into the social justice world, okay, this may also require you to travel for that purpose, okay, for that purpose. So this could also be about journalism. I also just heard journalism, okay. So and I know journalists often travel. It's required for their job, okay. So I'm feeling like this has to do with journalism, okay. This has to do with social justice and or the justice system, working in the justice system, okay, and it requiring you to travel for that reason, for your job, okay? Okay. Okay, so now we also have, I'll put it upright, so we have Goddess of the Moon, but we got her reversed, okay? So Goddess of the Moon is really about, when it's upright, it's really about intuition and feminine energy and being in flow. Okay, it's about inner emotions, okay, the inner emotions, the going in introspection, okay? But because it's reversed, okay, So this is really more about, so I guess the opposite of that. Okay, so it's really about more so being in the masculine type of energy of just being, and that's Misty that you might be hearing. So it's really about problem solving. Okay, it's about being in problem solving and being in logic. Okay, it's that masculine energy. Hello, Misty. Sorry if you hear her screaming. She is not quiet. Okay, she's a loud tiger. She's a loud lion. She's a loud lioness. Okay, I'm feeling like with the Justice card and that, it's really about standing up for what you believe is right and taking action. Okay, and having your voice be heard. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, and it's about expressing your emotions, expressing the self-expression. That's what I want to say. Self-expression, expressing your thoughts and your opinions and your emotions. Okay, so I'm feeling very much like, as Misty was just coming in and being very loud, I think that I'm now getting that was a sign that this is, I see you being loud. Okay, in the sense of social justice, in the sense of, again, in that journalism, in the terms of, the legal system. Okay, I see you really speaking up, okay, for what you believe in, and speaking your thoughts, speaking your opinions, speaking your emotions. Okay, this is about outward. Okay, this is about projection. Okay, because the goddess of the moon, when she's upright, is introspection. It's going inward, inner emotions, inner thoughts. Okay, but because she's reversed, this is about projecting. Okay, projecting outward, speaking outward. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so next we have breakthrough. Okay, and the bottom says, I soar into limitless love, light, and joy. Okay, so I really see that with you projecting outwards, right? Expressing outward, okay? That you will make a breakthrough. Okay, so whether that's, again, we're going into the social justice, legal system, journalism, what have you, where you're speaking, you're projecting, okay, you're expressing your thoughts, emotions, and opinions, okay, this will create a breakthrough. Okay, you're going to create a breakthrough by sharing these thoughts and opinions, okay, and really being a voice for what you feel is right. Okay, you're going to create a breakthrough with this, okay? You're going to break through whatever barrier is in your way. You're going to break through, okay? Okay, so next you have time to go. And I'll read the bottom here. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will always rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning. And we are with you through each phase and cycle. Okay, so I feel like this is really more of a taking charge. This is what, like this right here, this image here, if you can see, okay, and then she's got that stick, that torch here, okay. Even though it says time to go, I really feel like this is more of a taking charge. This is a taking charge energy, okay. You're a leader. That's what I see. Even throughout this entire reading, I see very, very strongly that this year you will stand up and be a leader if you are not already, okay? If you are already a leader of some type, okay, I really see you stepping into that role even more, okay? You're really going to make a breakthrough this year, okay? And I really see you taking charge, okay, and standing up and being a leader, okay? And really shining a light on things that people either, maybe didn't know about or didn't want to know about, right? We're looking away, okay, but you're shining a light on it and you're saying, look at this, okay, and do something about it. We're doing something about it, okay? And you're also, as a leader, shining a light for others to follow, okay? That's also a leader energy, is shining that light so that other people have something to follow, okay? They're following you. So I'm also feeling like this is like a metaphorical following you into battle type of deal, okay? They're following you into battle. They're saying, enough. Whatever that thing is that people either didn't know about or didn't want to look at, and you're shining a light on it. Now you have people that are following you, okay? And they're going to follow you into battle, okay? Okay, next we have acceptance. Okay? See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. Okay, so that's the big one, is that part right at the end here. That's what I'm feeling, is that that we're saying with that leadership, okay, and people following you into battle, that you're inspiring and lifting everyone to their highest potential, okay? So as a leader, you are inspiring people, okay? So even if, okay, so I'm also feeling like even if you perhaps are not specifically in the social justices or, as a journalist or in the legal system, okay, I'm feeling like you are a leader that inspires people and people want to follow you. So this could also be, let me see. Okay, because I'm also seeing now, I'm looking at this with this justice card. Okay, the light, okay? You're also, again, you're shining a light. You are a light worker, okay? You're shining a light, okay? You're shining a light on things that, okay, and again, in the justice world, okay, in that area where people either they didn't know about it or they didn't want to look at it, okay, and you are the one standing up and shining a light, and you are inspiring people. You are inspiring people, okay? And again, even if we kind of set aside some of that social justices and the legal and all of that, just within yourself, just you yourself are a leader. Okay, you are a leader and you inspire people and they want to follow you. They want to follow your lead. Okay, so this could also be, for me, this comes up as because I'm also a spiritual life coach. So for you, that may also be speaking to you being a coach, okay, or of some kind, okay? You may not even be specifically like a certified coach, okay, but it's that leadership quality that people want your guidance. They want your advice and they will follow it because they are inspired by you. They want to be like you, but in the sense of they want to have what you have, okay? They want to be in that energy. Hey guys, it's Liz in editing. So as I'm editing this portion of the video, it very much occurred to me that this reading sounds like you'll be getting more into the true crime world. So I could see that you're either going to be starting a true crime podcast or maybe a true crime YouTube channel, something along those lines. And I see that it will be very successful and that you will have many followers. So that's what I'm seeing for you for this part of the video. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, so interesting. I know I keep saying that, but lastly, we have take your time. Okay, let me feel into that. Okay, so I'm feeling like, even in all of this leadership type of energy, okay, you're inspiring people. People want to follow you. They want your guidance. They want your advice. Okay, that sometimes in all of this action and all of this energy, that patience is also required. Okay, we cannot make changes overnight. Okay, patience is required. So this is take your time. That's what this means, is patience. Okay, keep going, keep leading, keep fighting, but understand that change takes time. Okay, so you have what I'm picking up right now is that you have a very powerful 2021 ahead of you. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you found it helpful. Group number 3, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your 2021 prediction. So we're going right into it. Okay. So first we have body work. Okay. And I'll read the bottom here. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. Okay, so going into the beginning of 2021, this to me says there is a goal here to do body work. So this could be maybe getting more healthy, getting physically healthy, getting mentally healthy, okay? So we have to have both, okay? So we have to be mentally healthy, emotionally healthy, and we need to be in order to be properly physically healthy, okay? Otherwise we end up with imbalances, okay? So I see that you're looking to get healthy, okay? You're looking to get fit, okay? So this could be, so this is losing weight, okay, and also perhaps gaining weight in the sense of gaining muscle, okay, you want to gain some muscle, lose some unhealthy fat, okay, just getting healthy, eating healthy, okay. Now this is also about, like I said, so you want to get your mental right, your mental, your emotional, your physical, but you also want to get spiritually right, okay? Spiritually healthy. And so that's where we have that energy work coming in to also help us out, because the whole system is all connected. So mind, body, spirit, right? And emotions, okay? It's all connected. So in order to really get balanced and aligned and to attain our goals, okay, we need to be healthy across the board, okay? So that's what I'm really seeing for you at the beginning of 2021, okay? Is really getting healthy and balanced in mind, body, spirit, and emotions, okay? Next we have community, okay? So I'm also seeing that in this, getting healthy across the board, okay, you're also coming across or developing a community. So you may find that you're seeking out that community that is working on or has already attained the goal that you are working towards, okay? So you could be joining a group coaching course, or just setting up what do I want to call it, an accountability buddy, okay, as well, so that you have someone that you're accountable to and for, okay, to help you in attaining your goals. Let's see what else. Okay, this could also mean joining a Facebook group or a community on Instagram, or I guess TikTok. I'm not a TikTok person. I'm too old for TikTok. But something in that social media community. Okay, so this could also be joining a community that is about health. Okay, mind, body, spirit, emotions. Okay? This is about joining a community that is dedicated to health across the board. Okay? So I see you also joining that. Let's see what else. Okay. So we have opening, but it was in reverse. In reverse. Okay? So I'll read the bottom here. I'm open to receiving the gifts of the universe. Okay, but because it was in reverse, this lets me know that at least around March, I want to say, that there's like what I want to say. So around March, that there's a shift where you are feeling a little more closed off. Okay, and so I'm feeling like in March you start to close off a little bit. And in regards to, so it could be, let me tap into this for a second. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to see what the next card is to really get a feel for exactly what this means by why and around March there seems to be something happens that you start to feel a little more closed off, okay? And a little less open to receiving from the universe, okay? Law of attraction, interesting. But you got law of attraction upright, okay? Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. Okay? So in March, you might find that you're maybe backsliding a little bit, which is totally normal. Okay? We all go through it. We all kind of fall off the wagon. Okay? That happens. But I'm feeling like with this law of attraction, okay, that you start to shift back into, you get back on the wagon, okay? So in March, you might slip back a little bit, okay? But then with this law of attraction, it tells me that you get back on, okay? And that's totally normal. It's totally okay and totally normal for us to sort of, especially when we're cultivating and creating a new habit, okay? Things happen. Okay, where we kind of backslide a little bit, we fall off that wagon. What's important is that you get back on it. You get back on that wagon, okay? And you just pick right up, okay? That law of attraction. So this is also letting me know that part of getting back on, okay? So when you got off, okay, maybe you got into more of a there were some limiting beliefs. There were some limiting beliefs that come up, okay? Some obstacles that will come up that take you off track, okay? So watch for your limiting beliefs and watch for those obstacles and how you perceive those obstacles, because that is what's going to help you get back on or keep you off, okay? So if you're able to shift those limiting beliefs and get back on into the more helpful, okay, we're letting go of the harmful beliefs and shifting them for helpful beliefs, okay? This is what helps you get back on track, okay? And that will help you get back on track quicker. And part of that is, even though with this it says that you closed off a bit to receiving from the universe, this lets me know that you become open again to receiving. You shift that energy, you shift that lower vibe energy, those limiting beliefs, okay? And you become open to receiving from the universe again. And this helps you to ask for and be open to receiving the attunement, okay? To attune your energies, okay, to those higher frequencies. So you're going from You're letting go of those limiting beliefs and those lower energies, and you're shifting it and transmuting it to those higher frequencies, okay? You're attuning that energy. You're attuning those lower energies to become higher vibes, okay? What else? Aha, see? Make a note of it. Okay, if you can see that, make a note of it. So if you know that these limiting beliefs are going to be an obstacle down the road, okay, make a note of it so that way you can start to work through those now. Be aware of them now, okay, so that you can start to shift that energy now, okay, or to become aware of, okay, so this is going to be probably more like, so we have that sort of March, April, May type of energy here. Okay, so if you know that in around that time, you're going to sort of fall off the wagon, or that you could fall off the wagon due to these limiting beliefs, this is make a note of it, okay? And so you can get ahead of it, okay? Okay, so, next we have meditate. Okay, so that is going to, again, because we want to keep that alignment, we want to be healthy across the board. Okay, and so you're also being asked to, and I'm seeing that in order to get into that law of attraction, higher vibe energy, okay, you will get into meditation. If you're not already, you will get into meditation to get you back into alignment, okay? To get you to balance out that energies and get you healthy across the board, okay? Meditate. You can't make this up. Okay, accept the gifts of the universe. Accept the gifts of the universe. Right there with law of attraction, okay? Okay, so the universe wants to give to you. It's always giving to you, and it wants to give to you, okay? There is an abundance, okay? So I'm seeing a lot of abundance that the universe is trying to give to you, okay? So as long as you're open to it, okay? You need to be open to it. Turn this upright, okay? And be open to accepting the gifts of the universe, okay? And so I see you doing that. I see you through meditation, okay, through meditation and energy work, okay, that you get to a place where you're able to accept the gifts of the universe and accept abundance in all its forms. Okay, and so we also have, what do you love? Okay. So with this card, I see it's a lot of verbalizing. Okay, it's a lot of speaking out. Okay, so you can see that. This is about, let's see, self-expression. Okay, expressing self-expression and being your authentic self. Okay, you're coming into your authentic self by the end of 2021. Okay. You're doing what you love. You're open to abundance. You're open to the gifts of the universe, okay? And you're shouting from the rooftops, okay? So I also see that, there may be a shift from being coached to being a coach, okay? Or giving advice, giving guidance, okay? So this is, you've, by the end of 2021, okay, you've attained that goal of being healthy across the board, okay? And you had your community, you built up your community, okay? And so you're taking what you learned throughout the year, throughout 2021, and now you're applying it and you're sharing it with others. You're sharing it with other people. You're shouting from the rooftops and you're sharing with your community, okay? What you learned and how you were able to attain your goals throughout 2021, okay? All right, group number 4. I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 5. Welcome to your 2021 prediction. So starting off, we have creative expression. Okay. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. Okay, so this is connected to the sacral chakra and the throat chakra. Okay, because the sacral chakra is about creativity specifically, and the throat chakra is about expression. Okay, so I really see you starting off the year expressing yourself, okay, through art. I see you're expressing yourself through art, some art form. Okay, so this could be painting, this could be writing, this could be any form of creative expression. Okay, this could be making videos, TikToks. Okay, this could be any form of creative expression. Okay. Okay, next you have talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. Okay, so I'm feeling like as an artist, you may be a little concerned with perhaps financial abundance. Okay, how are you going to pay the bills with your creative expression? And you're being guided to talk to your angels, okay? Ask for their help. Okay, so even if this isn't about, maybe you're not trying to, maybe your creative expression is just a hobby and it's just for fun, okay? So I'm also feeling like even if it's not related to this creative expression, that around the beginning of 2021, you may be in an energy of worry, anxiety, okay, concern, the unhealthy aspects of fear, okay? And so you're being guided to talk to your angels, okay? Ask for their assistance, okay? Ask for their divine guidance in helping you to shift this energy, okay? And to help you problem solve, okay? You could also ask them for guidance in problem solving as well. Okay. Okay, so next you have books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Okay, so this goes back to that creative expression. Okay, so I feel like this year you will be writing. That's what I feel with this books and with creative expression. Okay. I feel like you will be writing this year. So this could be writing your own book, okay? This could be writing a blog. I see you writing, okay? And this can also be, okay, so this can also be about publishing, okay? So maybe you already have a book written, so I see you publishing that book, okay? Or trying to publish that book at the beginning of 2021. And if you find that you're coming up against some obstacles, okay, talk to your angels. Talk to your angels. If you find that you're coming up against some obstacles in writing or publishing your book, okay? Okay, next you have door to personal healing and happiness, okay? So I feel like this book that you're writing, okay, is going to be very therapeutic for you. So even if it's, if you're like me and you love fiction, science fiction, if you're into like werewolves and vampires, okay, or it could be like an autobiography, or what would I want to say? A work of nonfiction, okay? I feel like this is going to be, this writing a book is going to be very therapeutic for you, okay? It's going to be that door to personal healing and happiness for you. So this can even just be, it could be the topic itself, but I feel like it's the writing process, that is going to be the door to your healing and your happiness. The fact that you're writing a book, period. Just the writing process is going to be very therapeutic for you. It's going to be very healing for you. Okay, and I see it building up your confidence as well. Okay? So I see you experiencing a lot of joy while writing this book. I also see, I'm also a writer, so I know what it's like to have those days, right? When you have that writing block days, okay? Or just those days when you're struggling to make words happen, okay? Again, talk to your angels. Talk to your angels and ask them for guidance. Also, tap into the Archangel Gabriel, because creative expression and self-expression is that's her jam. Getting your clear message across, okay? Like even when I'm doing these videos, I call on the Archangel Gabriel to help me to get the message across as clearly as I can, okay? So I feel like she's also someone that you'll want to tap into and ask for assistance in those moments when you're struggling a little bit, okay? Ask for the Archangel Gabriel to help you get your message across and to tap into creativity and tap into that creative expression, okay? Okay, so I'm also seeing woman holding a coin in reverse. Okay, so you can see her upright. This is what woman holding a coin looks like upright. Okay, but she's in reverse. Okay, and so for some, this can be a sign of a little bit of financial constraint. Okay, but I'm feeling more like this is someone who is, what I want to say. So this is, I feel like you're someone who lives more of a simple type of life, okay? You're not really into the, that lavish lifestyle. You live a very simple lifestyle, okay? I feel like maybe you might even be a little bit of a minimalist, okay? You don't need a lot of stuff to feel happy. I feel like you're the type of person who doesn't need like an obscene amount of money to be happy, okay? Your happiness is not dependent on the amount of money that's in your bank account or the amount of stuff that's in your living space, okay? Now this can also be, I'm also feeling like if this is not you, this is someone that will be coming into your life, okay, in 2021. This is a person that will become, this is either someone you know or you will know in 2021. Okay, that's going to have an effect on your life. Okay, so next you have purification. Okay, and the bottom says, my energy field is being cleansed of all that I do not need. Okay, so that goes back to this sort of minimalist, I don't need a lot to be happy. Okay, that's what this is. This purification, okay? Or this could be a person that comes into your life that shows you that you don't need a lot of, just an obscene amount of money, or you don't need money, period. You don't need money, period, to be happy. And you don't need a ton of stuff to be happy, okay? This person will come in and purify, okay? Purify that belief that your sense of happiness and worth is tied to what's in your bank account and the amount of stuff you have, okay? So this is a very minimalist type of energy that's coming in, and that's cleansing that belief system, okay? Okay, next you have energy work. Okay, so that's that part of that purification process of your energy. My energy field is being cleansed of all that I do not need. Okay, so you're also on an energy level. Okay, on an energy level, with this energy work, you are being purified, and that is meaning that you're letting go of those limiting beliefs, okay? You're letting go of those obstacles. You're letting go of that negative karma, okay? Your energy field is being cleansed of that negative karma, okay? And those beliefs that you need a bunch of stuff and that your happiness is tied to your bank account and stuff, okay? So the card reads, life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. Okay, so again, this is about energy work, and this is about purifying your subtle body of those negative karmas and those beliefs that money and stuff is what makes you happy. So I feel like so far this year is going to be personally healing for you, in that you will learn the lesson of what true happiness is and where it truly comes from. Happiness comes from within. Okay, and I feel like that's a lesson that you're going to learn this year in 2021, is that you will learn to be happy from within, that it's not external stuff that makes you happy. Okay, it's what true joy and true happiness, okay, comes from within. And I feel like that's a big lesson you're going to learn this year. Okay, so next we have you're the boss, but in reverse. So you're the boss, but in reverse. So I really feel like this is about surrendering control. Okay, so also I'm feeling with this surrendering control and this purification card, okay, and with the energy work, that this is also about letting go of perfectionism, okay? Letting go of perfectionism, surrendering control, okay? Okay, so this is also about learning to just be happy. Again, happy from within, right? Happiness and joy from within, and releasing those beliefs about needing to be perfect in order to be happy, okay, and to be accepted. We're releasing that energy, okay, with energy work and with purification, okay? Let me just... In purification, we're releasing that energy of perfectionism and feeling like I can only be loved and accepted, and I can only be worthy and valuable if I'm perfect. You're letting that go. Okay, we're letting go of perfectionism. Okay? Next we have, exercise your vibes, but it was in reverse. Exercise your vibes in reverse. Okay, so I feel like this is really more about, so we're letting go of the idea that we need money and stuff to be happy. Okay, we're letting go of perfectionism, and we're getting more inward. We're going inward. Okay, and we're tapping into that sense of intuition. Okay, we're releasing control, we're surrendering control, and we're tapping into intuition. Okay, so I'm also feeling, again, more of that just releasing. I feel like this reading is very much just releasing all of that negative karma, all that harmful energies that's clogging up your subtle body and those chakras, okay? I feel like this is going to be a very purifying, very cleansing year for you, where you're just letting go, okay? You're releasing, you're surrendering, you're letting go of all of that gunk, okay? All that negative karma, all those beliefs, all those limiting beliefs, okay? And I feel like going back to the beginning here with this expression, with these 3 cards here. Ooh, I think I just hit my camera. Okay, so with creative expression, talk to your angels, okay? and books, okay, I'm also feeling like this is, because this is a very healing year for you, that you're going to find that journaling is going to be key for you in your healing experience and your cleansing experience, and this purifying year for you, that I see you journaling a lot, okay, to release all of that negative, low vibe karma, okay? So I feel like, again, I feel like this is going to be a very spiritually cleansing year for you, okay? All right, so I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you next time.